a group of people came downstairs in our house. They are all carrying weapons. You can tell at a glance that they are not good people." At this moment, Chen grinned and said, "Ignorant fools! How dare you start construction right under the deities' noses? Pillars, take Thunder King downstairs to work." Upon hearing this, Pillars immediately pulled out an electric baton, while Purple Me quickly cast 2 enhancing skills on Pillars. Then Pillars led Thunder King out of the room. Upon seeing this, Lily Me also came to the window with Chen to watch the battle. She thought to herself, "I want to see if this mongrel is really as powerful as he claims." At this moment, the group of people surged forward and surrounded Pillars. Without saying a word, they launched a frenzy of attacks on Pillars. But soon they realized something was wrong. No matter how they attacked, they couldn't harm the man in front of them at all. One of the little Gargas saw this, and tried to launch a sneak attack using their ability. However, they were immediately taken out by the Thunder King with a set of lightning whip attacks as soon as he arrived. With just a brief encounter, Pillars and Thunder King easily concluded the battle. This stunned Lily Me, who was watching the battle. She never expected that Thunder King's strength would surpass that of Pillars Sue. When Chen saw her shocked expression, he did not mock her. Instead, he turned his gaze to the nearby Purple Me. Then he handed over a small knife and said, "This time, the task of retrieving Crystal is up to you." When this statement came out, Purple Me was immediately shocked and turned pale. Then she shouted, "Why do you want me to go?" Chen explained that even though you are just an assistant, there are still some things that you need to experience firsthand. Otherwise, you may feel uncomfortable when you see them in the future, which could affect the battle. Upon hearing this, Lily Me also expressed, "I think Chen is right. There are some things that you will have to face sooner or later." Shortly after, Chen took Purple Me downstairs. After going through a psychological preparation process, Purple Me then started digging out Crystal from the body in a difficult manner. This disgusting scene made her unable to stop vomiting. Seeing this, Chen quickly comforted her, saying, "You're doing great. Everyone was like you at the beginning. You'll get used to it eventually." Sister Jade has already prepared beef noodles. Let's go upstairs to eat first. Upon returning home, Chen handed a bowl of noodles with the most beef to Purple Me. Upon seeing this scene, Lily Me was stunned on the spot. Then she shouted, "Are you guys eating beef or beef noodles? This is too extravagant." And Chen, "Don't forget our 3-day agreement. After I become the captain, I must change your wasteful habit." How strong is this camper exactly? He not only tamed the famous Thunder and Lightning King in Apocalypse as a pet. He also awakened the extremely rare Spatial ability, possessing top-tier talents in both combat and survival. In the Apocalypse, he can be considered an invincible presence. But this girl is stubborn and refuses to be convinced. She actually made a 3-day appointment with Chen. 3 days later, the two will have a fair competition. The one who loses must unconditionally submit to the other. He wants to bring this Blood Rose Fire Princess under his command. So Chen immediately returned to his room to start frantically absorbing the crystals. Unexpectedly, after absorbing more than 80 crystals in a row, Chen's level still showed no sign of breaking through. It seems that these low-level crystals no longer have much effect on him. However, Chen still has 2 high-level crystals obtained from the Rat King and Devourer. If you add those survivor crystals collected by Purple Me today, he should have more than enough to break through to level 4. Chen immediately took out the advanced crystal and began absorbing it. After completely absorbing all of this energy, Chen suddenly felt a splitting headache. At this moment, Chen's level also finally broke through to level 4. At the same time, he also awakened the second spatial ability, Void Step. Chen was overjoyed by this. Remember, this was the key to his survival in the previous life when the human race was facing extinction. These skills can be used not only for escaping. This skill can be used to launch a surprise attack, catching the opponent off guard. Upon thinking of this, Chen immediately executed the void step technique. The next second, he suddenly appeared in front of Thunder King, startling the Thunder King, who was resting in the living room. Thunder King began barking incessantly on the spot. Seeing this, Chen quickly glanced at Thunder King, signaling it not to panic. After realizing that the incoming person was its own master, Thunder King breathed a sigh of relief. The next morning, early in the morning, Jade Ma made another big table of delicious breakfast. It made Lily, who was nibbling on bread, very envious. Even a breakfast meal has a spread of 9 dishes and 1 soup. Does this kid's family have a mind? This also made Lily slightly suspicious. The fridge at home is only so small. According to their lavish meals with big portions of meat and fish every time, the food in the fridge should have been long gone. Could it be that they found more food outside last night? To find out the truth, Lily immediately took a big step forward and rushed to the fridge. However, the moment she opened the fridge, she was instantly shocked by the sight in front of her, refreshing her understanding. The fridge wasn't empty as she had expected. On the contrary, it was packed full of food. Upon seeing this, Lily quickly asked Chen what was going on with the fridge. Where did you get all these fresh ingredients? Upon hearing this, Purple quickly explained that, in fact, Chen, as an ability user of the Spatial class, hoarded 1 billion small bits of food in the ability space. It's enough for us to eat for several lifetimes. When this was said, Lily immediately exclaimed in anger and frustration. So I'm actually the foolish one who knows nothing. You really are my good little sister, joining forces with outsiders to deceive me. However, she quickly had a change of heart and thought, there's no point in getting angry about this. After I defeat that stinky brat Chen, I must make him kneel in front of me and call me daddy. And he must bring me delicacies from mountains and seas to show his respect to me every day. Upon thinking about this, Lily quickly reminded Chen not to forget the duel in 2 days. You must not play dirty if you lose to me. You must obey my words without question. Chen, who heard these words, smiled faintly. Since you are so eager to be defeated by me. Actually, I can also satisfy your needs in advance. If you want to battle, let's battle. Why wait until 2 days later? Lily was shocked at once. She wondered what trick this kid was up to. I wanted to spar with him earlier, but he insisted on waiting for 3 days. How come he changed his mind now? He is obviously an invincible entity in Apocalypse. But when encountering zombies, he runs faster than anyone else. The woman thought he was a camper with no combat effectiveness, but she didn't know he was a true man of 3 seconds. He not only boasted that he could defeat a girl with just 1 move, but also claimed that the time would definitely not exceed 3 seconds. When this was said, Lily immediately shouted, Who do you think you're underestimating? Can I really lose to you in less than 3 seconds? Chen, who heard this, chuckled. How about we add a little twist? If I can't defeat you within 3 seconds, then I'll consider it my loss. But if I win, not only do you have to obediently join my team, but you also need to bend over and let me kick you. Upon hearing these words, Lily's heart tightened. She thought that although this guy might indeed be stronger than me, with my current abilities, thinking of defeating me in just 3 seconds is simply the words of a fool. Moreover, during the sparring match, there will be at least a distance of 3 to 4 meters between the 2 sides. As long as I don't engage in a direct confrontation with him, dodging for 3 seconds should be an easy task, right? At this moment, Lily spoke up and asked, What is the distance between the 2 sides during our sparring match? But Chen didn't even think about it, and blurted out a distance of 20 meters. Because only in this way will Lily be easily hooked. Otherwise, after recruiting Lily under his command, he will find opportunities to openly avenge the past. I can hear that the distance is 20 meters. Lily's confidence immediately surges. This is what you said. If you lose, then allow me to avenge you with a kick. However, Chen waved his hand, indicating that if you win, you can carry me to death. Or you can make any request to me. As long as it is within my power and ability to do so, I, Luke Chen, promise to fulfill it for you. Although Lily Me also felt something fishy at the moment, the thought of it most being kicked by him after losing made her agree without hesitation to Luke Chen's additional stakes. So the two immediately arrived at the rooftop and were ready to start the fight, with Purple Me shouting loudly that the match had begun. Lily Me quickly distanced herself from the two and stared closely at Luke Chen's every move. She thought to herself, I want to see who gave this kid the courage. He said he would defeat me within 3 seconds. But as soon as the words fell, Luke Chen mysteriously disappeared from Lily Me's sight. Seeing this, Lily Me immediately looked around but still did not see any trace of Luke Chen. Just as she was puzzled, Luke Chen suddenly appeared from behind her and grabbed her neck. Then a cold voice came from behind Lily Me. Lily Me, you lost. I'm asking if you surrender. Although she was indeed unwilling at the moment. But if Luke Chen didn't control himself with his hands just now and attacked me with a knife, I'm afraid I would have met my end long ago. Then Lily Me stubbornly said, You win. I admit defeat. But before Lily Me could finish her words, Luke Chen, however, patted Lily Me on the shoulder and said, What I did a few days ago was indeed a bit excessive. Here, I sincerely apologize to you. In the future, we will be comrades in life and death. Welcome to officially join our team. Let's go downstairs for breakfast first. Later, Jade Ma warmly brought her a hearty breakfast. She also said that if it wasn't enough to eat, feel free to say so. She would make something else delicious for her. Seeing this, Lily Me did not stand on ceremony with her either. She immediately started to eat heartily. You should know that she has been drooling over the food for the past couple of days. After finishing the meal, Luke Chen called everyone to the living room. He said that since our team has been officially established, let's now discuss the plans for the future. In Apocalypse, $1 million gold brick can only be used as a table support. And a bottle of pure water that costs $2 can make a top female celebrity kneel down and cry for her father. It's just because this is an apocalypse where food is scarce. Some people would even fight for a mouthful of instant noodles to eat. He is willing to stake his entire fortune in life. On the contrary, Luke Chen is just the opposite. He not only hoarded billions of goods, he also recruited a group of powerful individuals to form his own team. In order to better lead everyone to survive in the apocalypse, Luke Chen gathered all members to discuss the next plan. At this time, he solemnly said, Lily Me, now I have proven to you that my strength is not only above yours, but my overall perspective is also more than just a bit better than yours. Now you should acknowledge me as the team leader, right? If you were the team leader, what do you think we should do next? Upon hearing this, Lily Me was first taken aback. Then she expressed that she had never thought about this question. My current idea is to protect my sister. Being questioned by you like this, I feel very confused. Luke Chen glanced at the others again, but everyone also felt very confused and at a loss. At this time, only to see Luke Chen solemnly say, Although we have no worries about food and drink now, we must understand the importance of being prepared for potential dangers. Iron Pillars once encountered a powerful mutant rat king. I also encountered large evolved zombies with Purple Me. Their combat power is one level higher than ordinary monsters. Therefore, I think highly of the strength of zombies. The strength of zombies will also increase over time. Moreover, the number of zombies will continue to increase in the future. The only way for us to survive in this brutal apocalypse is to unite more strong individuals. After all, as Chairman Mao once said, with many hands, the workload is light. Currently, there are two paths for everyone to choose from. Either we join other teams, or we recruit more strong individuals to build our own power. I never care about what others say to me, because my original intention has never changed. That is to establish a force that belongs to us. If your ideas are the same as mine, then I think this is really cool. After hearing Luke Chen's really cool idea, everyone nodded in agreement. Even though Chen doesn't form a faction in this life, he can still live well. When he encounters dangers, he can just slip away using Void Step. But other members don't have his spatial ability. If he doesn't grow his team early to resist the zombies, then their fate will be the same as in the previous life. If that's the case, then what is the point of being reborn? After receiving everyone's support, Chen expressed that the next thing we need to do is to quickly recruit more strong individuals to join our team. However, we do not recruit just anyone. While strength is important, I place more emphasis on their character. If they are the kind of person who flees in the face of danger, recruiting such individuals will only burden the team. Also, I analyze based on the current situation. With the decreasing supplies in the city area, the number of zombies is gradually increasing. The remaining survivors are likely to choose to escape to the outskirts for shelter. Therefore, I believe it would be more suitable for our base to be set up in the suburbs. Upon hearing Chen's plans for the future, everyone cast admiring glances at Chen. Me also had to admit that Chen is indeed the best candidate for captain. She said, "I really didn't think as far ahead as you did. I also very much agree with your earlier points." Upon hearing this, Chen smiled slightly. "Then call me brother and let me listen. And you won't go back on what you promised earlier, right?" At this moment, Chen couldn't help but feel a wave of satisfaction. He could finally openly avenge the grudge from his previous life. The woman tried getting kicked in the butt by a man for the first time. She ended up being ruthlessly rejected by the other party. Why do women have such special requirements? All of this has to start from the previous life. Chen, who had been starved for 3 days, came to the base to steal vegetables. Unexpectedly, he was caught red-handed by the base leader Me. She didn't say a word and kicked him in the butt. He, in order to avenge a kick from a previous life. So the reborn Chen found Me and proposed to have a fair martial arts competition with her. The person who loses must raise their butt and let the other person kick it. Chen only took 2.5 seconds. He easily defeated the former female war god Blood Rose Fire Princess. To save the other party's face, Chen called Me into the room alone. Me didn't hesitate either. She immediately raised her big butt voluntarily. This really excited Chen a lot. He secretly thought that he could finally make up for his past mistakes. At this moment, Me could be seen impatiently urging, "What are you dilly-dallying for? Are you going to kick or not? I am counting a dozen right now. If you don't kick me, I'll consider it as you giving up." Me finished speaking and started the countdown. But at this moment, Chen fell into contemplation. Could it be that he found Me just to kick her? It seems like this grudge is not necessarily one that must be settled. Although it would be satisfying to kick her, I have a feeling that if I really did it, I might end up feeling like a bachelor for the rest of my life. Thinking of this, Chen slapped her big butt with a big slap. This made Me very upset. She quickly shouted, "How can you use your hand without permission?" Upon hearing this, Chen chuckled. "How about I switch feet and do it again?" he said. Me immediately said angrily, "Believe it or not, I will ruin you right now. If you dare to mention what just happened, I will cut ties with you immediately." Seeing this, Chen immediately said, "I understand the rules. I promise not to mention this matter in the future. To celebrate your joining our team, I'll go out first and ask Sister Jade to make a Sichuan cuisine meal for you, your favorite, for lunch." Upon hearing this, Me was immediately stunned in place. She wondered how this kid knew that Sichuan cuisine was her favorite. Could it be that Purple Me told him even this? Soon, Jade Ma had prepared a table full of delicious dishes. When Me saw the Sichuan dishes in front of her with all the colors, flavors, and aroma, tears of excitement welled up in her eyes. Immediately, she picked up her chopsticks and started eating in a work mode. While eating, she also pursed her lips in contentment. I never expected to eat such delicious food in my lifetime. Sister Jade, your cooking skills are simply fantastic. After being filled with food and drink, Chen announced an important decision to everyone. Because the neighborhood we currently live in is in the city center, not only is the terrain not good, but the view is also not broad. There are high-rise buildings all around. It is not conducive to retreat in case of emergencies. It is not suitable for long-term living. For the safety consideration of everyone, let's pack up in a while. Tomorrow, we will move together to my villa in the suburbs. The next day, early in the morning, Chen and others left the community in a heavy truck. But on the way to the villa, Chen encountered a survivor asking for his help. The man was seen holding an iron rod tightly in front of his teammate. No matter how his teammate urged him to leave quickly, or else it would be too late, the man still had no intention of abandoning his teammate, insisting on sharing the same fate, saying he would rather die together. I will never leave my brothers behind to save myself. Upon seeing this scene, Chen was immediately reminded of the scene in his past life, where the pillars sacrificed themselves to save him. He thought to himself, this person can be trusted. Even at the most critical moment of life and death, they did not abandon their companions to escape alone. Isn't this exactly the kind of team member we urgently need to recruit? Thinking of this, Chen immediately ordered Thunder King to get off the car and rescue this person. As soon as he finished speaking, Thunder King rushed towards Zombie like a thunderbolt. Don't be fooled by the small size of this dog. It is the renowned Thunder and Lightning King in Apocalypse. Not only zombies, but also other creatures will steer clear when they see it. The ability users who try to attack it can't survive for more than 3 seconds. It's all because it possesses the strongest combat talent, Thunder ability. Just one set of Lightning 5 whip lashes instantly wiped out 8 zombies. This stunned the survivor on the side. They never expected that our group was almost wiped out by the zombies, but they were effortlessly dealt with by this little dog. When the dog owner walked over, several people quickly expressed their gratitude to Chen. Hello, my name is Feather Fawn. I am an ability user from the strength class. The people behind me are all brothers from my security company. They have also awakened their abilities. Thanks to Big Brother's rescue just now, we were able to escape a disaster by a hair's breadth. I, Feather Fawn, will remember this kindness. Upon hearing this, Chen immediately said, no need to be polite. It was just a small effort. I wonder if you brothers are interested in joining my team. Feather Fawn quickly bowed and clasped his fists in respect upon hearing this. Since you do not look down on our humble strength, brothers have no reason to refuse. Then from now on, we will all follow Brother Chen. Me also expressed strong approval of the addition of these few individuals. Although their abilities are indeed a bit lacking, their character is good. They are willing to never abandon their comrades in times of crisis. Later, Chen had pillars take a few people to the rear compartment. They arrived at the villa in the suburbs. Chen then arranged for a few people to stay next door to his own. You guys go in first and freshen up. I will come find you later. After all, Chen is not very familiar with them at the moment. Naturally, he wouldn't have them stay with him. After returning home, Chen took out everyone's luggage from ability space. He also brought out some rice and potatoes. Then he took pillars to the next door to deliver food. However, just as they reached the doorstep, Chen heard a commotion coming from inside the house. He couldn't believe it. Brother Chen's dog is unexpectedly strong. Together, the 4 of us are no match for the dog. Would you mind removing the word estimated? Then Chen cleared his throat. Next he said, I have brought some food for everyone. You all know how to cook, right? Feather Fawn immediately said, you have saved our lives. How can we accept such precious food from you? These things are for you to keep. I will take my brothers out to find food now. Upon hearing this, Chen smiled faintly. Since you've decided to follow me, Chen, then we are brothers from now on. No need to be polite with brothers. I am giving you a task now. After eating, you guys tidy up the supplies in the villa area. Then hand them over to me for unified management. Then Pillars handed 4 walkie-talkies to Feather Fong so that they could contact Luke Chen in case of any situation. After returning home, Luke Chen gathered everyone in the living room. At this moment, only to see Luke Chen solemnly say, "Although we have new team members now, only the core members can enjoy the same treatment as us. Therefore, the secret of ability space cannot be told to them for the time being. If they perform well in the future, I can consider them as core members. Also, in the future, we will settle here for the long term. So, for everyone's safety considerations, we must now investigate the entire villa area. Later, we will split into 2 groups to investigate here. Pillars and Purple Me Rice will be one group, and I will be with Lily Me and Thunder King in the other group." Later, Luke Chen led everyone out of the villa. But just then, suddenly, a roar of a car engine came from behind him. Upon seeing this, Luke Chen immediately pulled Lily Me into the nearby bushes to hide. Shortly after, a large bus stopped at the entrance of the residential area. Right after that, a very attractive girl with a stunning figure got off the bus. But when Luke Chen saw the new arrival's face clearly, he immediately broke out in a cold sweat, wondering how it could be this annoying person. She was originally the youngest female billionaire in the world, but after the doomsday broke out, she fell into a lowly bootlicker. However, the object she groveled to was none other than Lily Me, who had just been taken in by Luke Chen. The woman's name is Sky Song Mu. In her previous life, she was a dominant ruler of the apocalypse. After the apocalypse, she formed a team consisting only of women. However, she has a severe misophobia and believes that all men are extremely dirty. She would use torture without hesitation if she found any of her team members having any contact with men. In the previous life, Lily Me joined her camp. It is said that this Sky Song Mu ultimately died because of saving Lily Me. It can be said that he's even willing to sacrifice his life for her. He can definitely be considered Lily Me's #1 bootlicker. Later, Lily Me took over her position and became the second leader of the base. But Luke Chen remembers clearly. In the previous life, Lily Me only met Sky Song Mu in the middle of the apocalypse. Could it be that my rebirth triggered the butterfly effect, causing them to meet earlier? But fortunately, I had already taken Lily Me under my wing beforehand. I treated her to luxurious feasts of fish and meat. Only a fool would associate with that dead pervert Sky Song Mu. Just when Luke Chen was lost in thought, a scolding voice suddenly came from not far away, who was sneaking around hiding in the bushes. It was the girl with a ponytail behind Sky Song Mu who spoke up. Luke Chen recognized her at a glance as Cloud Shu, a powerful frozen element ability user whose strength is second only to Lily Me. At this moment, Sky Song Mu walked up to Lily Me with a smile on her face. "Girl, why are you hiding here? I am Sky Song Mu, nice to meet you," she said happily. But unexpectedly, Lily Me coldly replied with 5 words. "None of your business," even though Lily Me's tone seemed very impatient. But Sky Song Mu still persistently tried to get close to her. "Girl, we are a team with only girls. Would you consider joining us?" This made Luke Chen nearby quite angry. He muttered, "Sky Song Mu, you are quite skilled at using a hoe. How dare you try to win her over in front of me?" Luke Chen was about to retort, but Lily Me preempted him, saying, "Sorry, I already have my own team." Upon hearing this, Sky Song Mu immediately gave Luke Chen a fierce glare. "Could it be that you are on the same team as this pretty boy?" Luke Chen immediately declared that he had nothing to do with you. After saying that, he grabbed Lily Me and turned to leave. Little did he know that Sky Song Mu had already developed animosity towards him. She secretly thought to herself that this young man was nothing more than a money-grubbing playboy. I must make the girl see his true vile nature. Then I will take her under my wing. Sky Song Mu then turned around and gestured to his subordinates to find a place nearby to settle down. "We're not leaving today." She set up Luke Chen in order to trap him. So, after nightfall, Sky Song Mu asked Luke Chen to meet up, claiming to have a big business deal to discuss with him. "I found a large shopping mall not far away. I have already sent people to investigate. There are countless goods inside. But at the same time, there are also a large number of zombies there. How about we cooperate to take down that shopping mall? How about we split the supplies inside in half once we succeed? Chen knew from the moment he heard those words that the other party had no good intentions, as he had already been to that mall with Purple Me not long ago. The supplies in there had long been plundered by himself. Now, there's not even a hair left in the mall, only zombies. She actually wanted to trick me into cooperating with her to get supplies. It seems his intentions are very clear. He wants to take the opportunity to get rid of me and monopolize Lily Me. Don't be fooled by this young old lady's gentle appearance. She is a complete pervert. Not only does she believe that all men in the world are greedy and lustful, she also prohibits the female legion under her from dating men. Once discovered, they will definitely receive a beating from her. However, when she first saw Lily Me, she was completely enchanted and unable to resist. She also secretly vowed to snatch Lily Me away from Chen. To this end, she also carefully planned a conspiracy. She intended to deceive Chen into going with her to the nearby large shopping mall to collect supplies. Then she took the opportunity to get rid of Chen inside. Unexpectedly, Chen, this camper, did not play by the rules at all. Even though she promised to give him 70% of the goods after it was done, Chen refused her goodwill on the spot. "I'm sorry, but I'm a bit of a coward. Even without thinking, I know there must be a lot of zombies there, so survival is crucial." Little did they know that the supplies in the mall had long been looted by Chen. Upon hearing this, Sky Song Mu was speechless. He secretly thought, how could Lily Me team up with such a good-for-nothing? Just as I thought, he is nothing but a hypocritical and cowardly coward. In order to lure Chen in, Sky Song Mu continued persuading. "Little brother, if you don't go with me now, it will be too late when you are hungry in the future." Upon hearing this, Chen became more certain of his suspicion. Offering help without reason is either deceitful or thieving. So Chen once again ruthlessly rejected her invitation. Imagining the repeated rejections, this malicious woman conceived even more evil thoughts. Seeing her leaving figure, Chen also felt her deep malice. He did not want to quibble with a woman. But since she had made a move against him first, the situation was different now. Knowing Chen's character, he would never go easy on someone threatening him. He then smirked and looked at the sleeping Thunder King. At the same time, on the other side, Sky Song Mu was anxiously knocking on someone else's door. She was shouting, "Brother Wind, are you home?" A man, who was like the wind, then opened the door and said, "Ah, it's Boss Mu. What wind brought you here?" "I wouldn't dare call myself Brother Wind in front of you. Just call me Wind Jiang." Sky Song Mu saw the situation and didn't waste time with him. She directly stated the purpose of this trip. "There is something I'd like to ask for your help with. Could you please use your wind element ability to lure some zombies to the mansion area tomorrow? Around 40 to 50 zombies should be enough. Once it's done, I'll let you join our team." The reason for not luring too many zombies is because she's afraid she won't be able to handle a large number of them herself. If there are too many, she won't be able to perform the heroic act of saving Lily Me. Upon hearing this, Brother Wind didn't ask much either. He immediately agreed to help out. Because joining Sky Song Mu's team was his lifelong dream. It turned out that this kid had long been in love with a girl in the female army called Little Lin. And his good buddy Pillars, Sue, happened to be working as a security guard over there. I wonder if he survived after the Doomsday outbreak. I can go look for him tomorrow. The next day, early in the morning, Wind Jiang arrived with a massive army of zombies at the villa area. He then directly charged toward the villa where Chen lived. Unexpectedly, he collided head-on with Chen and others who were out walking the dogs. This really scared Pillars. He hurriedly shouted, "Brother Wind, what are you doing?" Upon seeing this scene, Wind Jiang was stunned on the spot. Then he turned around and saw the approaching zombies behind him. He couldn't bother to explain to Pillars. Wind Jiang quickly used a flash step to run away. Thunder King was about to go up and deal with this desperate fugitive. But he was intercepted in time by Chen, because he also recognized this person. In their previous life, they were comrades in the same team. This kid has a good character and is very loyal. Due to Wen Jiang delivering takeout all year round, he has developed a pair of fast legs. He has also awakened the ability of Wind Element, allowing him to accelerate, so he is responsible for diverting the zombies every time. Chen and Pillars take the opportunity to collect supplies. But how is it possible to walk by the river all the time without wetting shoes? In the end, he still tragically died surrounded by the zombies. Quickly diverted the zombies, and found the Pillars with Wen Jiang. He then immediately asked if the Pillars had recently offended anyone. I was also asked by someone else to do this stupid thing. You should know that you live here. Even if you beat me to death, I won't take on this job. As soon as the words fell, Chen said with a dark face, "The person who entrusted you is called Sky Song Mu, right?" Wen Jiang was immediately shocked when he heard it. Then he shouted, "How did you know? Do you two have a grudge?" At the words, Chen snorted coldly. It turns out it was Sky Song Mu causing trouble behind the scenes. Since that's the case, don't blame me for being ruthless. Who would have thought that the beautiful and elegant lady in front of us is actually a crazy and perverted lunatic? She is willing to go to any lengths to recruit all the girls in Apocalypse under her command. Just because the girl she set her sights on refused to join her team, this vicious woman harbored murderous intentions towards the men around her. So she brought in an assassin to kill Chen. Sky Song Mu planned to wait until the job was done. Then she could take out the assassin to rescue Lily Mi, not only silencing the killer, but also smoothly capturing Lily Mi's heart. But who would have known that the assassin she hired turned out to be an acquaintance of Chen? As a result, not only did the plan fail, she ended up thoroughly angering Chen instead. At this moment, Sky Song Mu and others have already arrived at the villa area by car. They are ready to stage a hero saving the beauty scene to capture Lily Mi at any time. Seeing the zombies crowded at Chen's door, she thought Wen Jiang had succeeded. So she immediately ordered to use the bus to crash through those zombies at the door and rescue Lily Mi. But little did she know that one of the zombies not only cleverly avoided the impact, it also conjured a fireball with its hands. The zombie then threw the fireball towards the bus. At this moment, Chen also realized that something was wrong. He muttered to himself that it was a big trouble. This is the aura of a level 5 mutant. Zombies at this level not only have developed intelligence, but also use abilities to fight against humans. Following a deafening roar, all the girls panicked and hurriedly got out of the car. At this moment, Sky Song Mu shouted loudly, "Sisters, do not panic. Now everyone listen to my command. Concentrate firepower and take long-range attacks." After saying that, she used her psychic ability to control multiple knives and shot them towards the zombie. Unexpectedly, the mutant not only evaded all the attacks but also caught a swiftly flying knife with bare hands. The next second, the enraged zombie shot towards the Sky Song Mu who was attacking it. Sky Song Mu was quite frightened by this. She thought to herself, why out of so many people attacking it, did it come straight for me? Could this creature actually know the principle of capturing the mastermind first? She didn't have time to think too much about it. Sky Song Mu reached out and grabbed her former comrade in arms without hesitation. Then she pushed him in front of her without hesitation to shield herself from the knife. The girl didn't even have time to figure out what had happened. So he unknowingly drank his sorrows away in the northwest. And this scene happened to be witnessed by Chen, who happened to arrive just in time. He shouted, "I can't believe you're this kind of person." At this moment, all the girls couldn't believe that they turned their gaze to Sky Song Mu. They all expressed, "Boss Mu, how could you do this? You actually used your sisters as shields." Faced with the accusations of everyone, Sky Song Mu ignored them and went straight to Chen on the side. She secretly thought to herself, since that useless Wen Jiang didn't get rid of you, then I'll personally take action today and feed you to the zombies. But before she could finish her sentence, Chen slapped her in the face with a loud smack and shouted, "You are not at all worthy of being a captain. You don't value your teammates' lives at all." At this moment, Sky Song-mu, who was already confused, became even more bewildered. She did not expect the terrifying power of this white-faced person. The strong force instantly sent her flying more than 20 meters away. Before she could figure out the situation, she landed perfectly in front of the mutant zombie. Seeing this, the zombie did not hold back against Chen either. It directly pierced through Sky Song-mu's chest with one claw. But just then, Cloud Shu suddenly rushed towards the zombie, with a gas canister in her arms, shouting to her sisters to disperse. "I will perish with it." Chen, who saw the scene, was suddenly shocked and turned pale. He secretly thought that this girl is truly a heroine among women. At a critical moment of life and death, she was willing to sacrifice her own life to protect her teammates. "I cannot bear to let such a righteous and compassionate person die like this,"